Despite all the slot machines in the airport, when you arrive at McCarran Airport in Las Vegas, there's so many things you can do in Vegas that have nothing to do with gambling. And if you're going to pick up a rental car, you're going to see a lot of things you can do in Vegas just a day trip or an hour or less away. YouTube, and welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B, and today we're gonna go check out some fun places to go visit in Las Vegas that's not on the Strip. So if you don't know about these places, you're gonna learn today. Let's go. Thing number one to do outside of the Strip, take a ride in the mountains. Now, you may take this for granted if you live around mountains, but I don't. The sheer beauty of the mountains in this region are special and majestic. Some of the many mountains to admire around, to go hiking, pull off on the side of the road, have a picnic, enjoy the sheer beauty around for miles and miles. You can get in your car and you can drive and enjoy the mountains from Arizona to Nevada, of course, all the way to Utah or the other direction to California. Just miles and miles of beauty. The second place to visit on a day trip from Vegas is Lake Mead. So if you're staying on the Vegas Strip, it's only 24 miles east of the Vegas Strip, you'll be in Lake Mead. Lake Mead is a reservoir formed from the Hoover Dam on the Colorado River. Lake Mead is $25 to get into the grounds, but on 5 days a year, it's free. Martin Luther King Day, it's free. National Park Week, which is usually in the middle of April, it's free. National Park Service Birthday, which is in August, it's free. National Public Lands Day, which is in September, it's free. And it's free on Veterans Day in November. The thing that I really like about Lake Mead is it's so versatile. There's so many things you can do. As you look at the man-made gravel beach right here, you can go boating, swimming, hiking. You can go kayaking, you can go fishing. You saw earlier the huge campgrounds where you can bring your camper in and pay a fee. You can go biking. There's just so many things you can do at Lake Mead. And Lake Mead's a beautiful place. The third thing you can do from Vegas is take a ride to Red Rock Canyon. The drive from the famous Las Vegas Strip to Red Rock Canyon is only a 19-mile drive, and if you're staying in one of those high-rise hotels in Vegas, you can probably see Red Rock Canyon from the Strip. This place receives over 3 million visitors a day. You can pay $15 and go take the scenic drive in, which is 13 miles, and it's absolutely gorgeous to go look at the beautiful red rock formations around. But it's a lot more than that. If you want the very best shots, you're going to probably have to do a little bit of hiking. A lot of people do hiking. A lot of people do biking in here, but I like to pull off and get all of the beautiful views without the hiking. Number 4 is Seven Magic Mountains. And our next stop will take us 21 miles south of the Las Vegas Strip. And this one's absolutely free to the public. Anyone can go. And it is Seven Magic Mountains. And it is the work of Hugo Rondinelli. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing his name right. Hugo Rondinelli is a New York-based artist who is Swiss-born. He has done many varieties of contemporary arts, from paintings to sculptures. This is one of his works, and believe it or not, this one's only been here since 2016. It was supposed to be gone in 2021. They've sort of extended it because of the popularity of the fluorescent painted totems, large car-sized stones stacked together over 32 feet high. And if you look at these things are solid. You're not going to just knock them over. And it's amazing to think the weather and everything out here in the desert and everything. And look at how fluorescent these colors are. Nothing's changed as far as these colors. These colors are bright and beautiful. Not gonna lie, folks, this is probably the most beautiful land art I've ever seen. The next trip you can make from Vegas is to the Grand Canyon, which is about a 4-hour drive if you're going to the West Rim. But since the Grand Canyon is 277 miles long, it depends on which rim you go to. The Grand Canyon is so beautiful. The only disappointment with this is the last time I went to the Grand Canyon in 2016, I wasn't vlogging, so I don't have any videos, just pictures. But the images that you see right here of the Grand Canyon does not do this thing justice. This is the most beautiful, and I mean the most beautiful national park I've been to, at least. I think it's the most beautiful in the country. I haven't been to them all, but it's hard to surpass the beauty of the Grand Canyon. The next is take a ride to California. The Mojave National Park, Joshua Tree, and Death Valley are just some of the places I decided to name right here going to California. If you want to branch out, these places are all like, you know, within a 2-hour drive or so from Vegas, 2 to 2.5. Now, if you want to branch out a little further, you can drive about 4.5 hours and be in Los Angeles and go to see Santa Monica and go see the beautiful Santa Monica Pier and Venice Beach. But for a little closer ride, you can go hiking and whatnot, and you can go to the Mojave Desert like I did right here, the Mojave National Park, which is really exactly what you see, a desert, but you can do a lot of hiking and biking, a lot of wide open space there. Or you can go to Death Valley, which I didn't have a chance to go to Death Valley, or Joshua Tree National Park, which I hear a lot of really good things, and there's a lot of great hikes and trails at the Joshua Tree. So I hear great things about those, but I didn't go there, so I'm not really going to recommend you to go somewhere I haven't been to, but I will plant the seed. So the next spot you can hit up from Vegas is right there in Vegas, the Neon Sign Museum, and it is a very unique place. It opens daily from 2 o'clock to 10, but I will forewarn you, most people want to get here at night so they can enjoy the fullness and beauty of this place, and you got to get your tickets early. I missed out on getting my tickets at night because everyone books the tickets at night and they leave the ones during the day. So to see the neon signs in its fullness, you really need to book these tickets at night. All of the old signage in the museum is very unique. Most of it comes from old school downtown Las Vegas. The Boneyard tour is amazing. The arch of the actual museum, if you're looking at it right there, that arch comes from an old hotel, the La Gondola Hotel, built in 1961, and the Neon Sign Museum decided to take it over in 2005 and turn it into what you see today. Next one almost goes without saying as well. This is the Freemont Experience. They say you haven't been to Las Vegas unless you've been to the Freemont Experience in beautiful downtown Vegas, not too far from the Strip. But this is somewhere you absolutely have to go and experience for yourself at least one of your nights if you come to the Vegas Strip. Back in 1992, the Las Vegas Strip became over 80% of the casino market in Las Vegas. So Vegas decided as a city, we're going to put a lot of money into the Freemont Experience to bring tourists out there. $12.5 million on the LED display board, which turned into $32 million in 2009. $900 million project to build up the Freemont Experience to the Freemont Experience that you see today. The experience itself was constructed in 1994 and opened in 1995. It's just a simple little pedestrian walk downtown, and it's become what it's become today. The Slotzilla zip line is one of the big attractions to it, of course, with the LED display, of course. And keep in mind, this downtown area is where the real Las Vegas started. The first casino was the Golden Nugget back in 1906. This next one's a 40-mile drive, or about a 45-minute drive, southeast of the Vegas Strip to the Hoover Dam. Now, if you're going to Lake Mead, you should probably go to the Hoover Dam on the same trip, because they're in the same general area. The Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravel dam in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River on the border between the two states of Nevada and Arizona. In fact, you can walk across the borders and see the signs everywhere. The Hoover Dam is massive. It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression, and it was dedicated on September 30th, 1935 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The original name for the Hoover Dam was the Boulder Dam back in 1933, but renamed for Hoover Dam for President Herbert Hoover, who pushed to have the dam built. Dam is built along the Colorado River. 13 states border the Colorado River, which in moments you'll see the flags of each state that borders the river. 13 states, and you'll see the flags in just a moment. But the Hoover Dam is truly a monument that you should definitely come and check out. Definitely worth the drive. And if you do one of those bus tours from the hotels that pick you up and take you to the Grand Canyon like I did back in 2016 and a lot of people do, usually those bus tours, they always take you to the Hoover Dam. Usually they don't take you to this part of the Hoover Dam. My experience, they'll take you to the Mike O'Callahan and Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge, which Mike O'Callahan is a guy from Nevada, and Pat Tillman used to play with the Arizona Cardinals, so it's a bypass between the two states. The bridge was built back after 9/11 to protect the Hoover Dam, which is a very beautiful lookout, but it is a different perspective than if you're driving in most cases, to go see the Hoover Dam. Last but not least, it's about a 2.5-hour drive to Utah to Zion National Park, located in Springdale, Utah. I recommend anyone making a trip to Utah, and you can take transportation from St. George. St. George is about 45 minutes away from Springdale and Zion National Park. Utah is a beautiful state. As soon as you get to St. George, you'll notice the beauty of Utah, but Zion National Park's a different level of beauty. And to get the best shots and the best views, you probably would need to take one of the 26 hikes, the Angel's Landing hike, all the way to the top. You can get perfect views. I didn't take the hikes, but it's beautiful views just driving around. I did the scenic drive around, and the scenic drive around was amazing. Did one of the easier hikes and kind of walked around and enjoyed myself. But Zion National Park is a reason why it's one of the most visited national parks in the United States. It is absolutely beautiful. And these videos and words, it doesn't do this park justice. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I ask that you please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification so you can know when I have videos coming out in the future. Help us to continue to grow as a travel community. And as always, remember, live today, grow today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace!